All right. Good evening, everyone. Once again, welcome to the CDP Labs Eduservices YouTube channel. And of course, we're being consistent. We continue tonight with, we're in session number 2, and we are looking at algebra today. I know I have one more measurement question to go through, and if there's time, we'll go through that one. Again, sorry you're not able to see me. I thought the camera was working, but we can fix that pretty soon, hopefully. But tonight we will continue to work on some units, and tonight we will be looking at the algebra unit as we go forward. Just want to welcome um, you all again. If you are, you know, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, then I would suggest that you do so that you know when we're going live another time. So I want to say good night to all our subscribers and those who are just visiting. I know some of you might be probably preparing to watch the Jamaica versus Nicaragua. And as a Jamaican, I sincerely hope and wish my team the very best. So exams are coming up in January 2025, and CDPLABS Eduservices have decided to go live to, of course, um, help you guys be ready for exams, especially for those who are sitting the exams this year. So we're now I'm going to now share my slide, my screen, that is. So we're now in algebra, session number 2 of the series of presentations. All right. What I'm asking you though, it says sharing is caring, and I'm asking that you could share the link with friends that you may have, family members that you may have. We'll be doing exams coming next year, whether it be January, whether it be uh, June or May, June rather. You can still share the link with them. Of course, we will be we do register, we're still registering students for exams, prepare for exams. So you can look in the description of this recorded lesson or recorded video. If you have not watched us live, you can look in the link. Even if you're watching us live, you can look in the link below and you see our application form so you can apply to CDP Labs Eduservices. We not only offer mathematics, we offer the sciences. We collaborate with other schools that are offering the business subjects and even in the language arts. Without any further ado, let us get down into the business as to why we're doing this live tonight. So once again, welcome to the channel. All right, so we're going to go live now. So we're looking at our first question, and it says we should factorize completely the following quadratic expression. Now, this is 5x squared minus 9x plus 4. To save time when you're doing the exam, you always note that there will be an x in one of the two parentheses. Good. There will be one there. So we need now to find out now. You must understand that the coefficient of the first number here, which is 5x squared, 5x squared minus 9x plus 4. Now, there are several ways we can look at this, but in the interest of time, we're going to look at it on the standard ways. Now, the first step what most persons normally do was to multiply the coefficient of the first term by the constant. So 5 times 4 would equal to 20. Good? Now, so 5 times 4 equal to 20. So that's the first step. So you multiply the coefficient of the first term. And there are 3 terms in a quadratic expression. The first term is A, second term is B, and where the constant is C. So the coefficient is a number beside the variable. So you have an x squared variable here, and the coefficient is before it. No. No. So the first step, 5 times 4 give us 20. Now the next thing to do now is to find now a pair of numbers that when you multiply them, it will give you back that 20, but the sum of the pair will give you the coefficient of the middle term, which is the B term, and that coefficient is -9. Now 5 times 4 does not give us +5, and +4 will not give us -9. Will definitely give us +9. However, we know though that -5 times -4 will still result in +20 because a negative times another negative number will result into a positive number. Therefore, we can, and when you add these two, you get -9. So now we find our pair. So because we found our pair now, we can rewrite our expression as 5x squared minus 5x minus 4x plus 4. Good? So if you notice now, we expanded the middle term using the pair of factors that we discovered, right? So, therefore, 5x squared minus, so now we can factorize the pairs. Now we can factorize this now using what is common to each. So 5x is actually common to both expressions, right? Now, the 5x outside of bracket, x inside the bracket, and -1. You might be asking how we get -1. You find what is common to both expressions here, and 5x is common. So you divide both expressions by what is common. And this into this will go 1 time, still -1. This into this will go x times. Get it? So this is what we get right here. Now we're going to factorize this one. Now note that this must be the same over this side. But 4 is what is common. -4. So when we put -4 outside here, are you left with positive x? Are you left with -1? Now you end up with 2 same factors here. So you choose 1, and then whatsoever you have used, whatsoever you have used, whatsoever you have used, you put them out, you put them in the bracket by themselves. So you have a 5 right here. So you have 5x right here minus 4. So let's kind of erase something here. So let's erase this right here and put 5x minus 4. So this would be, these two factors now would be your answer to that question. Good? Now, there's another way to do it, a more practical way to do this. But of course, as I always said before, if you want to deepen your understanding in mathematics, then the best place to come is at CDPLABS Eduservices. And we do have a free trial for any student who needs the service. So you can apply, then someone will respond to your application, and then of course you can in fact get that free trial, and it will be explained to you how you get the free trial. And then of course, after the free trial, if you are pleased, then you can proceed further and be prepared for exams, achieve your goals. All right, let's move on to the next question. All right, now let me get back. Let me write it back because the answer, I want to need that. So we had x minus 1 first. It doesn't matter which one you write first. You could write 5x minus 4 first, or I could write x minus 1. The 5x minus 4 is also first. Better yet, let's use the text box. So it is x minus 1 and 5x minus 4. All right. So those are the answers. Now, it says, and solve the following equation. What does that mean? That simply means that you need to find what is the value of x that will make the equation equal to 0. Good? So you can, if you had, if let us say that this was a question you got before, I didn't get part 1 before, you still would have to do what you did in part 1 to be able to solve this. You still would have to factorize it, and then you set both of these factors to 0. So I now going to set x minus 1 now to 0. All right, let's use the text box again. So I set x minus 1 equal to 0. Now, that expression is asking what number when minus 1 is subtracted from it will give you a 0. Naturally, that value would be positive 1. So therefore, x is positive 1. Now, the other one, 5x minus 4, is equal to 0. So the question is being asked, what x can be wherein when 4 is subtracted from 5x is given to 0. However, 5x itself must be equal to 4 because only 4 can subtract from 4 to give you 0. So therefore, 5x will be equal to 4. The question now being asked now, what value of x when multiplied by 5 will give me 4? No, that is the question. What number when multiplied by 5 will give me 4? And that will be what? X is equal to, let me use my pen and write that so you can see clearly. You'd have to divide 4 by 5. And you can proof check that and recognize that 4 times 5 over 1, this will result into 4 itself. So 4/5 would be that value for x. Therefore, it is saying to us then that the two values of x for the expression to be equal to 0 is where x is 1 and x is also equal to 4/5. Now, please note that, we could do this using GeoGebra and the graph so you could see for yourself that this is true. But then again, we're not teaching in the live. So if you want the teaching and you need the teaching, then of course it's best to sign up with CDPLABS Eduservices. Now, thus good evening to all those persons again who was on our live. Welcome to CDPLABS Eduservices. We have resumed our live sessions with our mission to help persons to pass mathematics exams. Now, part B of the question says, make V the subject of the formula. All right. Now, the subject of the formula is currently W. So therefore, the question is then, how can we get the letter V or the variable V where W is? Now, so pay attention to the steps. So we're going to use up the space available right here. Now, the first step is to multiply this subject by the denominator right here. So therefore, it will be saying W times V minus 3. Let that sink in. And that would now equal to 5 plus V. Now remember, we want to get V on one side of the equation. So this is what we're going to do. Now, we can do it this way. Remember, we want to get V on one side. We can say we can multiply, use the distributive law, and we have VW minus 3W rather, which is still equal to 5 plus V. Good. Now, we can carry this V over here and have WV minus V, still minus 3W here, plus 5. No, sorry, equal to 5 rather. So we have transposing. Now, please note that I can now carry over that 3W and add it to, I can now carry the 3W over and add it to 5. So I can now say WV minus V is now going to equal to 5 plus 3W. And see what we have here now. We can factorize now. And we're going to have 1V. So divide both sides by the common with V. So we have V now into VW or W times minus 1 equal to 5 plus 3W. Good. So what do we have here? So now this can go over here now and divide. So our final answer then would be V is equal to 5 plus 3W over W minus 1. So V is now the subject of the formula. Let me run that through with you again. So what we did first was to multiply the subject of the formula with the denominator in this case, and then it would give us this line. Then we're going to carry over the V. It is positive on this side, so make it negative, right? Well, first of all, we do use a distributive law, rather, and multiply what's in bracket with W. And we get this expression. Then our third line, we carry over this V and make it minus V. Simplify it, you have to first pair them together, like what are like. They're like once you have something common, they're like. Then I carry over now the minus 3W over here, become positive W. I bracket this, then I factorize the V out, and I end up with this, and therefore I end up dividing this expression by W minus 1, and then we get the V right here. Simple. All right. That is the solution to that question. All right. Now, CDP Labs might have a little thing for YouTubers. Once you subscribe, you'll be able to get what we're going to do for you. We can give you the questions to do before the live. We can give you the questions to do before the live. So what we could do is to send you to our PDF. You can go to our website. We will that can be done for you next week. So we give you a link to our website so you can go and access the questions that we're going to go through. So you'd have done those questions before. You'd have done those questions before the live, and then you will return to the live now to see if your answers were correct. So CDPLABS Eduservices will be doing that for you. So you're going to get the questions that we're going to go through first. We're going to send you can go to our website and access the weekly questions that we're going to be doing. And then you go through them on your own, and you come to the live now to see if what you did was correct. Because remember, it's a crash course helping those persons who will be doing the exam come January 25. Right? So you can share this, share the link with your friends and family who will be doing the exam, especially anywhere in the Caribbean, for January 2025. All right. And for those persons who want to improve on their mathematics, you want more practice, then of course what we'll do is that you have access to our website where you can in fact get those past paper questions that we'll be going through on our YouTube channel. So to make the live more meaningful for you, so you'll get access to the questions that we'll go through, and then we will then from there in our live you can see what your answers, whether your answers are correct or incorrect. So, as I said before, you can share this link with any persons who need the service. All right, so let us now continue. Now, they said that the height of an object is directly proportional to the square root of its perimeter P. Now, it says that if the height of an object is directly proportional to the square root of its parameter p. Now we need to understand now what does directly proportional means. A lot of persons make mistakes on questions like these because they don't analyze the question the right way. Now, if you're using a past paper, if you're using past papers, right, you need to know what certain terms mean. So you know, so you can have a better understanding as to how the thing should be done. All right. Now, directly proportional mean two quantities are directly proportional if they increase or decrease together at the same rate. Good. If they so the question says write an equation showing the relationship between H and P. Now, so they're saying to us now, if two things are directly proportional, they increase or decrease together. In other words, if the height is going up, then the square root of its parameter p will also go up. Good? That's what it is saying. Right? That's what it's saying. Now, so we're going to know, write, and see how that is written. Now, how is that written now? Let's look at how it is written. The formula for direct proportion is this. So the formula for direct proportion, let's use a white here right here. The formula for direct proportion is this. Is y equal to kx, with k being a constant. So y and x are two directly proportional variables, and k is a constant of proportionality. Good? Now, the two variables that we have is simple this. Right? We're going to write this now. We're going to write this and see how this is done. Good? Let's see how this is done. All right. Now, so we are saying that h, the height of an object, is directly proportional to the square root of its parameter p. All right, let's look at this one. Ready? All right, so here it is now. So we can write that. So it is saying that let's use h. Let's use h. So h is equal to k times p. But remember now, we need to find out the constant for k. Good. K times p. Good. But it's actually the square root of its parameter. Good. The square root of its parameter. Let me give you an example so you can better understand that. Now, let's say, for example, y is proportional to the square of x, where y is equal to 60 and x is equal to 6. And let's say find a formula for y in terms of x, right? So you would simply write that y is, so in this case now, h is equal to the square root, k times the square root of p. So let me write that better for you so you can see it better. So the equation to show the relationship is basically this. H is equal to K times the square root of the perimeter P. Simple. Simple as that. But so remember this now, you know. Remember that formula. All right. So let's continue now. So it's simple as that. So you have to know. So before we go any further, you have to understand what this term means. Directly proportional. Then you have to understand now square root and use your English language of perimeter P. Good? So as height increases, the value of P increases. As height decreases, whatever is on this side also decreases. So it's directly proportional to it. All right? So let's move on. I'm going to move on from here. All right. Now, so that question is not finished. So we're going to move on to it, to the other part of the question. Now, they are saying to you now that h is equal to 5.4, or the height is equal to 5.4 when p is equal to 1.44. Determine the value of the height when p is equal to 2.89. Now, for you to determine the value of that, you have to know, find what the constant is. You have to find what the constant is. So remember the formula we had. H is equal to the constant K times the square root of P. So we want to find out what K is. Now using this information they give, notice it says given, it says given. So using this information that is given, we can find the value of K. So let's work at it. So H is 5.4 equal to K times the square root of 1.44. Good. Now K would equal to, and for some persons they are more comfortable in writing. Some persons are more comfortable in writing this on this side. 1.44 equal to 5.4. You just rewrite it, the same thing. Now we can divide both sides by the square root of 1.44. Good. And when you do that, you're left with K on one side. Good. So we're going to have 5.4 divided by the square root of 1.44. So, of course, you can draw for your calculators. So you can participate in this live by giving us an answer in the chat if you so desire. So first, we have to now find We have to now find now what is the square root of 1.44. So you bring up your square root by your calculator, of course, so you can find the thing. The square root of 1.44 is equal to, well, I don't see anybody putting the answer in the chat yet. So 1.44 square root of it is equal to 1.2. 1.2 will give us a square root. So therefore, k then will equal to the quotient of 5.4 divided by 1.2. So note we'll find k first. So let's tell you what k is now. So 5.2 divided by 1.2 is equal to 4.333333333 recurring decimal. So therefore that is 4.3. So we can leave it at 2 decimal place, or we can write it as 4 1/3. Let's write it as a fraction. Get rid of the decimal. 4 1/3, right? So k is equal to 4 1/3. So bear that in mind that k is equal to 4 1/3. Now, not to crowd up the thing, we're going to remove all of this. So of course you can watch the recorded version to see what was done right here. So k is equal to 4 1/3. So k, the constant, is equal to 4 1/3, or 4.333. Good? So now we know what k is. Now we can find now the value of h using the formula because we know what the constant is. So here it is now. So h then is equal to, and note that the k now, we can write it as a mixed fraction if we wish. Good. And note that this is saying that the constant must multiply by the square root of 2.89. So let's write 4 1/3 multiplied by the square root of 2.89. So we have to now find what the square root of 2.89 is, then multiply it by 4 1/3. And if you want to go back to decimals, 4.333, that choice is yours. All right, so the square root of 2.89 is 1.7. And that is the same thing as 17/10. Good. So we can use up the fraction if you so desire, or we just multiply that by 4.33. Let's multiply it by 4.33 then, times 4.33. So therefore, we can write our answer to 1 decimal place, and therefore the height is equal to 7.4. That is the height. And that's what h is. So every part of the question related to each other. I have to find the relationship, I have to understand what directly proportional means. apply that understanding to the question, came up with a formula. We have to find the constant first using the formula. Haven't found the constant. We use a constant now in the formula to find the value of each. All right. So now we're going to go. We have 20 minutes remaining. So we're going to go. We have 20 minutes left in this session. We want to go live for 1 hour. So now we're going to be going now to the second question. Now there's a simplify completely. Now before we go into this question, just want to ask to share the live, share the link with other persons. If you're a visitor to our channel, I have never subscribed, ask to subscribe to the channel so that of course you can participate in our next session. Now please bear in mind that CDPLABS Eduservices have now developed a new way to make our lives more meaningful to our subscribers and other members. So you will see on our website by Monday um, a page where you will see the questions that we're going to do are going to go through the following on the Thursday. So like for example, for next week Thursday, you will see the questions that we're going to work on so that you can get those questions, go through them before, come back to the live and see if what you did was correct. So of course, being on the live will be more meaningful than just coming to the live. All right. But if you want a deeper understanding, it will be very good to, of course, register with the institution. Okay. So now let us simplify this expression. Now, of course, you can multiply the coefficients and you will get 12. We have the same variable. It's a multiplication, so you add the variables. That becomes 7. You might be asking yourself, how is that possible? Let's show you. So we can expand the expression by saying 3 times p times p. I put times again. 4 times p, 5 times, of course, times p again, times p again, times p again. So we can multiply this and this together. We get 12. And all we do is count the number of times p is multiplied by itself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So p raised to the power of 7. Simple. So to be on the safe side, you can expand it and count. It becomes much easier for you. All right. Let's move to the next question. Now, so we're asked how to simplify 3 over x divided by 4y third with 4y raised to the third power divided by 21 x squared, etc. Now, it looks like a fraction. So we're going to treat it like a fraction first. So of course, when you division of fractions, you must change the division sign to multiplication. So we're going to have 3x divided by 4y to here. So change this to multiplication. Then we're going to invert. So now we're going to have 20y squared over 21x squared. Good? Now, so what can we do from here? We can do a lot of things. We can say how much time this tree can go into itself one time and go into this 21 7 times. This x itself goes one time into x squared, x times. 47 goes one time, so the one come here. And 420 goes 5 times. This y squared itself one time, go into this y cube, and you're left with a y by itself. So our final answer then would be 5 over 7xy. So that is the answer for that. Good. So remember now, you have the first treat it like a fraction. So it's a division of fraction, change the multiplication sign, invert it, do your different calculations, and get 5 over 7xy. So that would be the answer for that. Now, you could have expanded the thing some more. And I'm going to show you the expanded version. Let's do the expanded version, right? And see if we end up with the same answer. All right, so let's go. The 3 times x over 4 times y times y times y again. Good. Now the division sign, which is multiplication, invert it. So we're going to have 20 times y times y, and then 21 times x times x again. So that's the expanded version. So all we have to do is see what we can divide. So 4 just go one time. Oh, sorry. So 47 go one time, and 420 goes 5 times. 307 go one time, 321 goes 7 times. So let's see what we can cancel. X cancel this x. This y cancel, this y, then this y cancel, this y. So what we're left with is 5 at the top, and we're left with a y, a 7, and an x. So put them together. 7, x, y. Same answer. Good? Same answer. Same answer. Now, if you have any topics you want us to go through, you can put those topics in the chat. Because we want our YouTube live channel to be meaningful to our subscribers and those persons who we come across. So now we're going to go to our next question. To solve the equation, which is 3 over 7x minus 1 plus 1 over x equal to 0. Just clearly stating that one of the, for you to get 0, you have to have a negative and a positive to get 0. Let us see now how we can get this done. It's a fraction, treat it like a fraction. So your fractions have to be somewhat strong in terms of your understanding. So normally the fractions, we multiply these two, and we can simply write it like this. You don't have to say 7x squared minus 1. You can simply say x outside the bracket, 7x minus 1. Good. So we say how much times can this expression go into this product? Is x times. So you end up with 3x. How much times does x go into this thing? We end up with 7x minus 1, because 1 times it will give us this. So it becomes plus 7x minus 1. And the entire thing must equal to 0. Now, there's a secret to this thing. If the entire thing must equal to 0, any number divided by, well, let's think about it. Let's think about it. I want to think about it. Which of these expressions should we really set to equal to 0 to come up with the answer? Simple thing. 1 divided by 0 is going to give us an error. So any number divided by 0 is going to give us an error. However, if you say 0 divided by 9, you're going to get back what? 0. So any number, 0 divided by any number will be 0. So therefore it means that we can set the top expression to 0. Because if that is equal to 0, the entire answer will be 0. So let's look at that. Let's go up to the top. So we're going to write now 3x. Let us just add them together. Simplify it. So that is 10x. So let's call it 10x instead. Let us simplify it. So we have 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, 10x must be equal to positive 1 for it to be 0. Good. So 10x is equal to positive 1. And it's 10 times 1/10 will give us what? 1. So therefore, x therefore is equal to positive 1/10. That is what that is. Good. So x is equal to 1/10. That is your answer. All right. Just to repeat, for those who are just joining us on the live, CDPLABS Eduservices will give you access to its questions that they will go through before the live. So you get a week before the live to go through those questions on your own. And then when you come back to the live space, you see the answers to your question. So we will give you the questions that we're going to do before you come to the next session. So by Monday, you can visit our website. It's www.cdplabseduservices.com. www.cdplabseduservices.com. So you go to the channel, you go to the website, you can look for it as of Monday. You will see the questions that we will be doing. You can go through those questions on your own. You come back to the live and see if what you did was correct. So therefore, we'll be doing that. Okay. All right. I see Elaine Thomas Treasure. So good night, sir. I'm doing math next year, May, June. All right. Good night, Elaine. Nice to see you again. If you want to do math with CDP Labs, then what you can do is look in the description and you will see our application link. All right. So you want to apply. We just started our first class for May, June. Last week Sunday, so officially Sunday coming will be our first class where work will begin. But we have assignments in our learning management system we're using. So if you want to get on, you can. And let me just tell you, Elaine, how to get in touch. You can go to the website, send us a WhatsApp message to. You can go to the website and you look for CDPLABS Eduservices and you can join our WhatsApp group and then you can communicate further there, Elaine. All right. Now, so Elaine, once again, good night to you. If you want to join the group, we still have space in our small group that is preparing for the exams coming next year. So what you can do, you can apply, you get a free trial. Everybody gets a free trial. Um, and with the free trial, we get a certificate. And after you get a certificate, you will use that certificate you'll use that certificate to get an you use a certificate to get a coupon, and the coupon will give you a big discount to reduce your costs for your preparation. So CDP Labs is here to help everyone. I think Elaine was one of our students who joined our live when we did HSB. Am I correct, Elaine? Were you the one of them who joined us when we did HSB? Let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. So you can, as I said before, go on our website, go to CDP Labs Eduservices. You see JOSA. You see JOSA. Click on the link, the chat link. You join the WhatsApp group, and then you can communicate further, Elaine. Okay, Elaine. The answer is yes. Well, welcome back to our channel. So please, please to go on the please to go on the WhatsApp there. All right. All right. So you can go to the WhatsApp group and you can get in touch with you from there. However, there is an application link in the description for this presentation. You can apply right there and then. You can do that right now so that I can have access to you and so I can speak more about this program to you. All right. And this program is geared and prepared to help students to pass their maths exam. And Elaine knows that when myself put in work for CDPLABS Eduservices, my students always are successful once they do what they are supposed to do. All right. So Elaine, go ahead and apply now. Look in the application, look in the description, and you'll find the application link. It is free to apply. So you can get your free trial right away. So you can start your program quick and fast. All right. All right. Let's get to this question now. So when a number x is multiplied by 2, the result is squared to give a new number y. So when a number x is multiplied by 2, the result is squared to give a new number y. So here we are being asked now to express y in terms of x. All right, let's do that. So when a number x, so we can write that out, is multiplied by 2, so we can put 2 in front of it as a coefficient, it will give us 2x. The result mean equal is squared to give a new number y. So therefore, the result of this is squared. So 2x then must be squared to give us a new number y. So this is the expression of y in terms of x. All right. So our hour is basically up at this point, and we have just more questions to go. Let's just look at the other questions to come. So as we told you before, please ensure that you can go to our website. By Monday, you'll be able to access the questions that we're going to go through next. All right. So we have these questions to go through next. So, and more questions as well. But moving forward, you can access the questions before, go through the questions, then you come to the live to see the solution and the answers so that the live can be very meaningful to you. I know that Elaine was a part of our HSB program. She came to our YouTube channel. She liked what she got, and then she joined our marathon session. She became a member of CDPLABS, a student, and of course, she did very well in her exams, along with another student who did very well too. Several persons did very well that year in their human and social biology. And of course, Elaine, we are coming back with that again. All right. But of course, our mission now is for the mathematics, but we are encouraging students if they want a deeper understanding. And Elaine knows what we mean by deeper understanding, our teaching style, to ensure that our students get deeper understanding. So to get a deeper understanding, it will make sense for you to apply to our institution. And of course, we have the coupons given away that you can get a reduced cost where it is much more affordable for you. Now, I am getting to understand that persons who are on our YouTube channel can also get a further discount once you apply. So if you are doing exam next year, you want those discounts, you can let us know that you are on our YouTube channel. We will know. We will know if you are on the YouTube channel because you will have sent us a message in our chat. Good? All right, Elaine, if you want that extra help, please go and register now. All right, let me send you the WhatsApp number quickly. Please go and apply, I should say, not register, but apply. Tell me, all right, Elaine, let me help you now. Let me know if you can find the application link in the description. Let me know if you can find the application link in the description, Elaine. Elaine, let me know if you can find the application link in the description. All right. Let me know if you can find the application link in the description. Elaine, can you find the application link in the description? All right. If not, I'm going to try see if I can assist you. Okay. Try see if I can assist you in finding the application link and send it to you right there and then in our chat area there. So other persons who want to apply, you will be able to apply right now. So we're going to go in right there so you can get it. Just give us a second, please. So we're going to send the application. All right, so Elaine, I'm going to send the application link in the YouTube chat right now for you. So just give us a second. All right. So just want to remind persons again that we will be sharing our questions that we're going to go through with persons who just want to practice for the exam, general exam that is. We're going to be sharing our questions before, so you can get access to the questions before we go live, and then all right, Elaine, there is the link. There's the application link. You can click on that application link and apply now. So go on the application link and apply now, Elaine. So you know you can apply. And of course, we'll get right back to you and let you understand how the process of joining the program is. Okay? So just go straight and apply. It's free to apply. And of course, it's a free trial. And once you complete the free trial, you will get a coupon to enable you to get a discount rate. And for students like Elaine, who has been communicating with us through this chat, you will get a further discount. All right. So all YouTube subscribers who communicate with us in the chat, you will get a further discount to get your preparation for exams right away. All right. So you can go ahead and apply now, Elaine. It is a pleasure seeing you again, and we give God all the glory. That the fact that you were one of our students who were successful. You know, it was the same medium that we started from. You started from the YouTube channel. You joined the marathon session for HSB, and to God be the glory, you got your subject. So I'm quite sure that in this time around, you will definitely get the maths as well. So just go ahead now and sign up on the application link, and of course, you'll get through. When you finish signing up, just let me know if you have finished signing up for the program. All right. So as we about to close, just giving Elaine some time to sign up. As we're about to close um, this session tonight, just want to say thanks to all our viewers tonight. And it says that sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So what does that mean? Share the link with a friend or family who you know will be doing exams next year, January, and of course, June. Now, just to remind you again, CDP Labs Eduservices for our sessions to be meaningful to you, we'll be posting our questions on our website. You can go there by Monday to see a page for those questions, and you can have access to them. You can do the questions in your notebook. So when you come to the channel on a Thursday, you'll see if the answers to your questions are to the questions, if your answers were correct or if they were incorrect. We'll also allow you the opportunity to give us topics that you'd want us, questions, topics you'd want us to go through. And we look for the exam questions that are based on that and go through it. However, if you want a deeper understanding, the application link is now in the chat. You can click on the application link, apply. We'll allow you to do a free trial. Once you complete that free trial, you will receive a certificate, and that certificate will be used in exchange for a coupon that will give you a discount. So the cost of the course can be much more affordable to you. And we have persons using the coupon, and the coupon has been helping them. But because you came to us from YouTube, you'll get a further discount. So for example, if the discount was 20%, you can get up to 50% once you communicated with us through this chat in this live. So once you're a part of this live, you're entitled to get up to 50% discount. All right? Okay. So I take it that Elaine has already completed that form. So I hope you have completed the form already, Elaine. So we're waiting on you. And of course, we'll get right back to you as soon as you have completed the form. All right. Okay. That's it. So next week, these questions will be a part of our set of questions. And then let's see how much more we have after that. So we'll have these to cover. So of course, we can give you access to them so that you can go through them first. When you come back to the live, you can see how it was done, and we'll give you the remaining questions that we have to do. So every week you can go to the website, access the questions, and of course, you will be able to do that. All right, thank you, Elaine. We will get right back to you in shortly. So once again, good night to everyone. Um, Sleep well. Um, give God thanks for life. And of course, I must say to you all that now is the time. If you have never, ever been reading your Bible, getting a knowledge of God, hearing from God, now is the time. We're living in the last days of Earth's history. And it's very important for you to use the rest of your life wisely so that you too can enter the kingdom of heaven when the Son of God returns for his people. Please do have a wonderful night. Take care. Peace out.